Hello, y'all. Good morning, and happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I tried to get on here at 11:30, but I got hungry, so I was like, let me eat my lunch first before I get on. Hi, YouTube. And just so you guys know, I have YouTube and TikTok here. So if you guys see me moving my head around, it's because I'm talking to everybody at one time. Good morning, you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday so far. I am. I went to the gym earlier, hit back and biceps. That gym vlog will be available in 3.5 hours on my YouTube channel. Sorry, I should have watched the screen first. Hello. Hi, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Instagram. So, you guys, today I want to talk about meal prepping. How does that sound? And just so you guys know, in today's gym vlog on my YouTube channel, I meal prepped. So if you guys want to see what kind of foods I eat as a vegan and on a cut, meaning I'm in a calorie deficit, definitely make sure you guys subscribe to that YouTube channel so that y'all can see what I meal prepped for the week. I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, and just so you guys know, people for some reason think that if you're vegan, you don't get enough protein in your diet. That is so far from the truth. Okay, hi, that is so far from the truth. I get plenty of protein. I was able to get enough protein during the winter when I was bulking. I built a lot of muscle, and I'm still able to get enough protein now that I'm cutting, meaning I'm only eating between 14 to 1600 calories a day. So that is definitely a misconception that a lot of people have. So don't think that if you eat plant-based meals that you won't be able to get enough protein in your diet. That's not true. Some of my favorite foods that have protein is lentils. I love lentils. They're so good, you guys. If you've never heard of lentils, I never knew what a lentil was either before I was vegan. Okay, they're like little beans. They're not beans, but they look like little beans. They're really good. I love red lentils. Those are my favorites. So good. Lentils have a lot of protein in them. Garbanzo beans or chickpeas. I eat a lot of rice, not white, right rice, okay? It's made out of vegetables, lots of protein there. Quinoa, those of y'all who have eaten quinoa, y'all know. It looks like it's pronounced quinoa, Quinoa, but it's actually pronounced quinoa, okay? So quinoa has a lot of protein in it as well, okay? Greens, so like kale, spinach, all those things. My non-dairy yogurt is full of protein. Soy milk, I drink soy milk when I make my protein drinks. And then I also have a vegan protein powder. So I get plenty of protein as a vegan, okay? So don't think that we don't get protein, because that's not true. So, okay, let's talk about meal prepping, you guys. First of all, I wanna know, how many of you guys on here meal prep? And don't lie. Do not lie. If you are a faithful meal prepper, say I. I want to know who meal preps. And don't feel bad if you kind of do it, but then you kind of don't. I feel like we all go through that from time to time. Like some weeks are just more hectic than others. So don't beat yourself up. Still Lovable said she does. Yes. Who else meal preps? Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Sinful. Can't be vegan. I love chicken and steak. I used to think the same thing too, because I used to love me some chicken. I did used to love me some chicken. I used to love steak too. Bone and ribeye was like my thing. But I don't miss any of that anymore. Like I don't have any cravings for it. But just because you eat more plant-based meals, you guys, does not mean that you can't still eat meat. I don't eat meat. Like I'm full-fledged vegan. But I'm always going to encourage you guys to eat more plant-based meals just because you're going to get so many more nutrients than you would if you don't. Because a lot of times we don't eat enough vegetables. I wonder if I was correct with that statement. I said a lot of times we don't eat enough vegetables. I know a lot of people are guilty of not eating enough vegetables. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And mm-hmm. Because think about it, if you have your meat and then you have your starch, maybe you're gonna do like a rice or a potato. I mean, potato is a vegetable, but let's say you're gonna do a meat and you're gonna do some type of rice. And you're probably gonna do like a small little scoop of broccoli or a small little bit of asparagus, something like that, right? Maybe you're gonna have some salmon, some brown rice, and a little bit of broccoli. That's not enough vegetables. Like a half a cup of vegetables is not enough. So therefore, you're already deficient, right? So because I'm plant-based and because all I eat are fucking plants, right? I'm in the produce section for my cart is about 90% produce. So I'm always gonna get my fruits and vegetables, my nutrients, okay? Now you can be a junk food vegan. That is very possible because there's still junk food in the vegan world, okay? We still have chips and cookies and ice cream and cakes and all those things, okay? So don't think that just because you're vegan or just because something is vegan or plant-based means that it's healthy, because that's not always true, okay? That's not true at all. So always try to eat more unprocessed foods. I say that over and over and over again because it's so important, you guys. You don't want to be eating a lot of processed foods because the processed foods, you guys, are gonna have a lot of salt. It's gonna have a lot of, like if you look at the ingredients, can you even pronounce half of the shit that's in it? No. Right? A lot of times they're putting dyes and stuff and preservatives and things to give stuff like a very long shelf life, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. So that's why I'm always telling you guys, try to eat as much unprocessed foods as possible. Now, of course, you're gonna have processed foods, you know, like there's really, I mean, you could get away from it, but it's very challenging. Okay, it's very challenging. A lot of things are still gonna be processed. But if you can eat more unprocessed foods than processed food, you're doing something right, okay? And also when you're eating more processed food, you're gonna get your nutrients like your fiber. Okay, a little fun fact, a lot of the times why we are constipated is because we're not eating enough fiber. Or maybe you're only having one bowel movement a day. You know you're supposed to have like 3, right? Did you know that? Did you know that? And if you're not, it's probably because you're not getting enough fiber. Now, everybody is different, but fact check me and thank me later for that tidbit of information. Okay? So I encourage you guys to eat more unprocessed foods because you're going to get that fiber there. Okay? So like anything in the produce section is fair game. Okay? You can never have too many vegetables. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as too much broccoli. There's no such thing as too many bell peppers or too much mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. They're great anti-inflammatory as well. So, unprocessed foods, beans, fruit. People think that, oh, I'm on a diet, I can't eat fruit. You can definitely eat fruit. Eat fruit. I eat a lot of fruit a day. I eat pineapples every day. I eat bananas every day. I eat blueberries every day. You know those rectangular cases of blueberries, like the smaller container? I go through one of those a day. Like that's how many blueberries I eat every single day. Okay? You can lose weight and eat lots of fruit. The reason why, see, people get things confused. People think that, oh, fruit has sugar. And it does, but it's the good sugar, okay? There's a difference between, okay? So you don't want to eat simple sugars, simple carbs, okay? So simple carbs is gonna be like your donuts, your ice cream. You don't want that. That's, when people say they don't eat carbs, those are the type of carbs that you shouldn't be eating. But the complex stuff, that's good for you. That's in the produce section. So it's all fair game. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Now, some things are gonna be better than others, but it's also good for you. Like not all fruit is the same. So when you think about fruit, I want you guys to think about this. Berries, eat as much as you want. Go crazy. Seriously, go crazy. So blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, knock yourself out. Why? They're low in calories, high in fiber, low in sugar. Okay. Then you have your citrus. So that'd be like your oranges and your lemons. I don't really like lemons, but if you enjoy lemons, knock yourself out. I like orange juice, but I don't really eat oranges. But so you can have your berries, fair game. Citrus is next. And then after that, the more sugary stuff. So the apples, the bananas, the pineapples, dragon fruit. But it's all good for you, okay? It's all good for you. Let me read some of y'all's comments. My butt crack is sweaty. Thank you. I eat mostly vegan, but include fish once in a while. I'm guilty of not eating my fruits. I love veggies. I love veggies too. And it's crazy because when I was younger, I used to hate vegetables. Like, I hated vegetables. But they're so good, you guys. You don't know what you're missing. Simple said mushroom. Yes, I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are standard for me. Like anytime I'm preparing like sauteed vegetables, mushrooms is standard, like number one. Like I can't proceed with the meal if I don't have mushrooms. Like I love mushrooms. And there's so many different types. There's so many different types of mushrooms. Like, and to me, I feel like as long as you season your vegetables, you know, to your liking, they're gonna be good. So for me, like I'm always doing smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and Cajun. Those are like my 4 standard seasonings. I don't care what the recipe says. Like those 4 things are going in it, period, point blank. Okay, so if you find seasonings that like you just love and you use those when you make your vegetables, like they're good. They're good. Okay, they're really good. Good morning, DeMarcus. My favorite vegan protein, lentils. Lentils for sure. I love lentils. They are so good. I love red lentils. All lentils are good, but my favorite, my go-to, red lentils. So good. So if you guys have never had a lentil, if you've never had lentils, I encourage you to try them. Okay, and they're really simple to make. You can season them while it's cooking. So it's 1 cup lentils and then 3 cups, whether you're gonna use water or broth. I cook mine in vegetable broth and I season it while it's cooking. So good. So good. Okay. And you can make curry. You can do anything. They're so versatile. So lentils for sure. Chickpeas too, but my very favorite, lentils. Good morning, Instagram. How are you guys doing this morning? I saw some comments. Let me scroll through. Yes, I've been vegan for almost 2 years. And I love it. Some of the things for me is my energy level. I used to always be tired. I used to always need coffee in order to start my day. I couldn't start my day without coffee. And I would always be sleepy throughout the day. It's not like that now that I'm vegan. Like I have energy. As soon as I wake up, like once I'm groggy at first, like we all are, right? Like, let me open my eyes. But once I'm up, I'm up. And I don't be sleepy throughout the day. You know, like sometimes by like lunchtime, you're like dragging. I don't have that. Even when I don't get enough sleep, even when I am sleep deprived, I'm still up. Now, I'm not encouraging being sleep deprived, but we all have those days where we just have like so much shit to do that we sometimes don't get the full 8 hours of sleep that we should be getting, right? Sometimes we might be running off of 5. Even on those days when I am running on limited sleep, like I'm still up. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how much energy I have. Okay. So that's like the biggest thing for me since being vegan. And then I still have psoriasis. I was diagnosed with psoriasis. I don't even have outbreaks anymore. I used to have really bad outbreaks, like on my scalp. Like it used to look like really bad dandruff. Like it'd be caked on, like caked. And if you like peeled it off, it would be bloody and stuff. It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't even have that issue anymore. Like I still have my medicine and stuff, but I don't use it. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so being vegan has definitely been like the best thing for me. Okay, so just some things that I noticed. Hi, Erica. Hello. So glad I found your channel. I've been training since the 5th of January for 5 times a week. Your channel motivates me. Oh, thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate that. And congratulations on the consistency. I love it. She really is such a motivating person. Oh, thank you. Thank you, you guys. That is so sweet. I'm so excited for you guys and y'all's journeys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all keep me going because I do be having days where I just be like, I don't feel like it. I do. I do. I'm not even gonna lie and be very transparent. Some days I just don't feel like it. But y'all push me because when I read y'all's positive comments, I'm like, I have to. You know, so you guys push me. Y'all motivate me. And I always say, like, motivation is a very small part. You know, anytime you have any milestones, of course, it's going to motivate you to keep going, right? Like when you lose your first 10 pounds, you're motivated as fuck because now you want to get to 20, right? But most of it is discipline. And the longer that you do it, the easier it gets because it becomes your routine. It becomes a habit, okay? So motivation gets you started, discipline keeps you going. And consistency is everything, okay? So let's talk about meal prepping. Meal prepping. So one of the biggest things I can tell you guys when it comes to meal prepping, if you're trying to lose weight, choose a day that is convenient for you to do it. Like, don't feel like because it's Sunday, oh, I have to meal prep on Sunday. Maybe Sunday's like your chill day, especially if you work like Monday through Friday. Sunday used to be my chill day. Like, I'm not doing shit on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel like I got to do all these things for the work week. So if Sunday's not the day for you, don't do it on Sunday. Maybe your day is Wednesday. I don't know. But choose a day where you can be the most consistent, where you know that you have the least amount going on and you know that you can dedicate 1 to 2 hours. Now, meal prepping takes as long as you want it to take, okay? It doesn't have to be all of that. Like the meal prep that I did for the YouTube video that's gonna drop in 3 hours, it took me a while, but that's because I was filming it. But if I wasn't filming it, like if I was just doing it real quick, it would have only taken me an hour to do that. Literally an hour to prep breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's it. To cook it and to put it in the containers and to put it in the fridge. It would only take an hour. Okay, so everything doesn't have to be so involved. Like you don't have to make it complicated, right? Even if I was a meat eater, let's say I did eat meat, because I know a lot of you guys eat meat, right? Let's say the meal is gonna be salmon, rice of some kind, and some type of veggie. Okay, you can put the meat in the oven, so now the oven's doing this thing. While the oven's going, you multitask. Now you can do your yogurt. I meal prepped yogurt. So you could do your yogurt, throw all that in there. You could have the rice going while you're doing laundry if you do a rice cooker, right? And it's quick, y'all. It don't have to be all of that. It doesn't have to be all of that. A lot of people say, oh, I don't have time to meal prep. You can meal prep while you watching 90 Day Fiance. Like, it really can be that easy. It can be that easy. You can meal prep and have everything cooking and stuff while you clean in the bathroom, while you doing laundry, while you walking the dog. You know what I mean? Seriously. And what I did, like, okay, so I had the quinoa, so I cooked the quinoa first. I had the quinoa simmering while I took my dog out on our morning walk because I know how long the quinoa is going to take. So I had it on low and we went on the walk. So it doesn't have to be like, sometimes we make it more complicated than it has to be. It really doesn't have to be like that, okay? It doesn't have to be like that. Now, some people may not want to leave the stove on while they out. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, you get the point, like multitask. It's that simple, just multitask, okay? And the other thing I can tell you guys is have a plan. So if you know what you are in the mood for, what I do is I put the stuff in my fitness pal and I play around with the serving amounts before I actually put it in the containers, okay? So I know that I can't have more than 1,500 calories a day, right? I know that I need to eat at least 80 grams of protein while I'm cutting. I know that I don't want too much saturated fat in my diet, right? So because these are the things that I know, let's say, okay, I'm in the mood for some quinoa and veggies. Let me play around with how much quinoa I can put in the containers so I know that I'm not gonna go over my 1,500 calories. Let's say, okay, I wanna do bananas for snack this week. Okay, I know a banana is 100 calories. Let me play around with my fitness pal to see if I have room for that in my calories, Okay, I want to put some dark chocolate chips in my yogurt. I love dark chocolate chips. Let me play around with everything that I have that I want to eat for the day and see if I have room for that in the daily intake. Okay, and I play with that. I play with the numbers before I even start cooking. So I know, like, okay, no, I can't have that. Or if I have that, I have to cut something else out. You get what I'm saying? So you can just play around with it like that. And once you know what you're going to eat for a week, you don't really have to plug it in every day. You can if you want to, but if you know you're going to eat the same thing for the next 5 days, you don't have to plug it in all 5 days if you don't want to. Again, if you want to, knock yourself out, but you don't have to because you know you're going to eat the same thing for the next 5 days. You get what I'm saying? So even if you, let's say you do have a taste for something that's not necessarily diet friendly, right? Let's say you are obsessed with some type of zebra cake. Okay, let's say like you need your zebra cake at least once a week. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Play with MyFitnessPal. See what you can take out for that day that you want to eat that zebra cake so that you can still stay under your calories. That's why I always stress the importance of MyFitnessPal. It makes it so easy. And a lot of times we think we're eating less than what we really are. I'm guilty of that all the time. All the time. Especially when I first started trying to lose weight. So about 2 years ago. I didn't realize how quickly calories can add up. That should add up quick. Even when I started my cut, I was like, okay, I can still have this. So I'm plugging it in. And I'm like, how am I already at 2,500 calories? What? I'm going to be so hungry. But you get my point, right? So you have to play around with it and just see. And as you do it, you start to know, like, okay, I'm going to do a cup of quinoa. So I know it's about 200 calories. I know a cup of lentils is this, so then you can like do it in your head. But when you're not used to it, start off with MyFitnessPal, play around with it. It's so easy and it remembers what you eat a lot of. So you're not constantly trying to search for the brand and whatever it is. It remembers because you created an account. So it remembers your recent searches, okay? Let's read some more comments. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Napping is cool at times, but it sucks because you're missing most of the day. See me, I am musical composer, semi-producer for video games, and it takes energy to think of what kind of music you're making. I could see that. Now, I could see that. They do say napping is beneficial, but I think I read like you don't want to nap for over an hour because then now your body's trying to go into like a deep sleep, and then when you try to wake up, it makes it more difficult. That's what I think it's like an hour and a half. Hello. I'm super close to this deadline, and I know I need to get back started on it, but I gotta have my exercise. Yes, always try to exercise when you can. Thank you. Yeah, I only wear my contacts to the gym, and then I wear my glasses for like the rest of the day. Hello, happy Tuesday, you guys. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in. I am a little late to the party. I ate lunch. I was like, oh, I don't want to eat on live. I know I'm gonna be on here for about an hour. I know I'm gonna be hungry. So let me eat first. So we're talking about meal prepping and just ways to make it easier. Luckily for me, when it comes to meal prepping, I'm someone, I can eat the same thing over and over. Like I'm that person. Like if it's good, like the meal prep that I made for today's video that y'all can see, it's really good. Now I did put some sriracha on it because I realized I didn't really have a sauce. So y'all will see when y'all make it or when y'all watch it. So I've been putting sriracha on it because I love spicy food anyways. So it really hit the spot. But I can eat the same thing every day. Like I really can. The breakfast that y'all see me make for my pre-workout, I literally ate that every single day for like probably a whole year. Like I didn't deviate. Like that's how, if it tastes good to me, I can eat it all the time. Now I recognize some people are not like that. Some people after day 2, they're tired of it. And you don't have to meal prep for 7 days straight, okay? I only meal prep for like 3 or 4 days and then I switch it up, okay? Not because I have to, but just because I film. So I want to make it exciting for y'all because I'm pretty boring when it comes to food. Because when y'all were like, show us what you eat, I'm like, I feel bad because I'm literally eating the same thing. So I can eat the same thing. But if you can't, if you're someone who really doesn't like, you get tired of stuff quickly, just meal prep for 2 or 3 days or however long until you get sick of it. And then make something else for the next couple of days. But I want you guys to be excited. That you're not excited about is not going to make you eat it. It's going to sit in that refrigerator until it spoils. And you still going to be ordering DoorDash. Because you don't want to eat it. So eat stuff that you like and make it healthier. Now, some stuff you just can't eat no more. Like if you, let's say you love macaroni and cheese. You can't eat that. It's full of cheese. It's full of saturated fat. Like you can't eat that on a diet. Unless you're going to eat like a little spoon every day. You can't eat. You got to let that go, right? But let's say you love hamburgers. I don't know. You could do the 93.7 hamburger, right? So the one that's less fat, more lean. You can measure out the hamburger meat so you know one patty is however many calories, right? You could already plan out 1 tablespoon of mayo, a little bit of ketchup, your vegetables. Maybe you're gonna put like some mushrooms on it. You could get some low-calorie hamburger buns. You could do sweet potato fries. You could cut those up and put those in the air fryer. There's nothing wrong with that meal. That meal is one. You can even do like a side salad. That's a great meal. That's probably what, 500 calories depending on the bread that you choose. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's always healthier ways to make what you want to eat. And then you're going to be excited about it because you love to eat hamburgers. There you go. Now you can have a healthy hamburger. It don't have to be all that, 60-40? You don't have to do all that. Right? Let's say you love spaghetti. You love pasta. There are healthy ways to eat that. So I always talk about red lentil noodles. So they're a vegetable noodle. So if you go down the noodle aisle, the pasta aisle, you've probably seen like a small section where you have, vegetable noodles. I've seen like chickpea noodles and just all types of different types of noodles. So there should be red lentil noodles there. To me, they taste like regular noodles. They're red, but they taste like regular noodles. They do cook faster. So don't put them on and then you go and do something else and then you come back and now they're soggy. They cook a lot faster. And if you do use those, make sure the water is boiling first and then put the noodles in there, okay? But they're lower in calories than regular noodles. They're high in protein and high in fiber. So that fiber we talked about is gonna help you feel full longer. So you're not gonna need as much noodles to make you feel full like you would regular noodles, okay? So you could substitute regular noodles for red lentil noodles, or even if you like chickpea noodles, whichever. So you've already made that dish healthier right there by just substituting the noodle, okay? And then you could do like a ground turkey. Now I'm gonna encourage to stay away from red meat as much as possible anyways, not just because I'm vegan, but because it is full of fat. But if you have to have your red meat, that's on you. But try maybe turkey meat, ground turkey, right? When I make spaghetti, I make it out of mushrooms. So I put in the food processor, carrots, mushrooms, walnuts, bell peppers, and grind it all up in a food processor. And it creates it looks like a hamburger type of deal, but it's not. And then I cook that down in my skillet and then add the spaghetti sauce on top. Okay. So there's always healthier ways to make your favorite dishes. But I want you guys to be excited about it so that you want to eat it, so that you can be consistent. Because who wants to eat something that they don't like? You're not in prison, okay? I want you to be excited about your food. So we got to figure out what you like to eat, list out all of your favorite foods that you cannot live without, and then start Googling healthy ways or low-calorie ways to get it done, so you can still be enthusiastic about your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? That's what's gonna also help you stay consistent. And then try to add more vegetables when you can. So always try to add bell peppers if you like bell peppers. I feel like that's something that's a vegetable. I don't really feel like they have a taste. They just kind of go in there. Onions are really good for you. Wherever you can add mushrooms, if you like mushrooms, add them. You know what I mean? So then you don't have to just have like a big bowl of broccoli. You have so many vegetables in your dish that you don't have to have that side of veggies because it's in the dish. You know what I mean? That makes sense? But I want you guys to also remember this when it comes to veggies. Let's say you are just going to do something simple. So a meat, a rice, and a vegetable. My trainer always told me before I was vegan, he always told me, you should have more vegetables on that plate than you have starch, so rice, and more vegetables than you have meat, okay? So if you have, I don't know, like a half a cup of, well, maybe you can do like a cup of chicken. Let's say you have like a cup of chicken. Maybe you cut it up and it measures out to about a cup of chicken. And let's say you have a half a cup of rice. You should have more veggies on that plate than those other two things combined. That's a good rule of thumb to know if you're eating enough vegetables. It's not just a little spoonful of veggies. Fill the plate up, okay? Fill it up, go crazy. And you could even do like some broccoli and a sweet potato. Remember, sweet potato is a vegetable, okay? So don't feel like the veggie has to be something like, you know, some chopped up carrots. Get a sweet potato in there. Do a sweet potato and a green. There you go. Or do a sweet potato and saute some mushrooms. There you go. You don't have to do asparagus unless it's what you like, you know. You don't have to do it like that. So, you know, just some things to keep in mind. Sweet potatoes are really good. If you do sweet potatoes, don't put a whole bunch of butter on that sweet potato. And don't be adding a whole bunch of brown sugar to it either and syrup. Eat it as it is. Sweet potatoes are sweet as they are, you guys. You don't have to go crazy. It's not Thanksgiving sweet potatoes. These are sweet potatoes just to get you feeling full, okay? You have a spaghetti salad. Yeah, pretty much. I love chickpea pasta and mung beans. Yes, mung beans are really good. I love mung beans. Not a huge fan of regular spaghetti, but I am a huge fan of chicken spaghetti and spaghetti salads. I don't think I ever had... What goes in spaghetti salad? I don't think I ever had that. Mushrooms are great. So for red meat for sure. My hubby loves my portobello mushroom. I love portobello mushroom. Yes. So yummy. And Diala probably spelled it wrong. LOL, Daya is my fave. Vegan cheese of those. I didn't like Daya. I like Violife. I think Violife does a really good job of imitating the taste of real cheese. But I haven't had the taste of real cheese in so long, so my memory of what cheese tastes like can be a little skewed. I was telling you guys the other day, like, I've been vegan for such a long time, you guys, so when I say something tastes like something, I'm going off a straight memory at this point, okay? Like, I didn't just have it yesterday, so I can compare it to like, oh yeah, this tastes like what I ate yesterday. I haven't had it in a long time, okay? So just keep that in mind when I'm telling you something tastes like something. But a lot of stuff does. Okay, the yogurt that I tell you, the silk yogurt, that really does taste like regular yogurt. It really does. Like, I pinky swear, it does. I ain't gonna fuck you up there. But like, when it comes to like the cheese sauce that I make with the cashews, that doesn't really taste like cheese. But it's good. It's a good cheese sauce. But I don't want you to make it and think it's really gonna taste like, you know, nacho cheese, because it doesn't. But it's good. You're gonna like it, but don't go into it thinking like it's gonna taste like some nacho cheese dip, because it's not. Okay, it's not. But it's really good. I eat three meal preps consist of chicken, fish, or beef, all 2 pounds, along with a cup of asparagus, broccoli, sweet potatoes, portobello mushrooms, jasmine rice, green beans. That sounds really good. That's what I'm talking about. Loading it up with veggies. And you know what? I love sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. The way they are, sprinkle a little salt on there. Some sea salt. Shit. I love sweet potatoes. And I really like white sweet potatoes. Japanese white sweet potatoes. They have like a purple skin. And they're white on the inside. Oh, man. Oh, man. It doesn't even need any sugar. I don't feel like it does. Even before I was like on my health kick, I liked sweet potatoes just the way they were. Like Thanksgiving's candy yams and stuff, to me today, like, that's just too sweet. I I never thought I'd see a day where something was too sweet. But now sometimes he would be going a little too crazy with the with the sugar. I'd be bringing my own sweet potatoes because it just be a little too much sometimes. I'd be like, what are you trying to kill me? I never thought I'd see the day. As you guys start eating more and more healthy, you'll see like a lot of times now when someone else makes something, stuff is too salty. I used to always be that person that needed a lot of salt on my food. And now like a lot of stuff is too salty. Sometimes stuff is too sweet. Never thought I'd see the day. Never. But that's what happens when you cook at home. I'm trying to remember celery, small diced tomatoes, and something else in there. Okay. Then you have Italian dressing. My peeps make that at times. So what's the sauce? Is it like a mayo? Or did you say, oh, you said Italian dressing. Okay. That sounds like something I would eat. I used to love like mayonnaise-based stuff. So like potato salads, macaroni salads. I used to love stuff like that before I was vegan. But now I don't. Because they have vegan mayo, which tastes like, okay, I haven't had real mayo in a very long time, but from what I can remember, vegan mayo, certain brands taste just like regular mayonnaise, okay? Now you're still gonna run into that saturated fat thing, because that's why I told you guys, unprocessed foods, that's where you're gonna get away from the saturated. So just because something is vegan does not mean it's healthy, okay? So just because it's vegan mayo does not mean, oh, this is way better than regular mayo. Yes, it's dairy free, but it's processed, right? So it's going to still have that saturated fat in it. But they do make vegan mayo that tastes like regular mayonnaise, okay? So the brand that I get, I think it's called Dickies. I get it at Whole Foods. It's really good. It's really good. And I'll use that to make like a chickpea salad. Cut up some celery, onions, walnuts. What else I put in? Grapes. Oh man. Chickpeas, some bell peppers. Oh my gosh. Put it on a tomato basil bread from Panera. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Best chickpea salad ever. So good. So good. But it is full of fat. Just gonna throw it is full of fat because I put the mayonnaise in there. But it's so good. It is so good. Good morning, Instagram. Hi, YouTube. YouTube, can I get some more thumbs up in the chat, please? I see quite a bit of you guys in there. Let's get the algorithm up, you guys. The more y'all interact, the more YouTube is going to show it to more people. Let's get some more thumbs up in the chat, YouTubers. And TikTok, let's get some more hearts. Where y'all at? Did I put y'all to sleep? Did I put y'all to sleep, TikTok? Y'all up? Y'all up? Y'all still there? Y'all there? Y'all there? Hello. Welcome. We're talking about meal prepping and healthy foods and ways to make things healthier. Cardio day. Off to the treadmill. Well, have a great day at the gym. Thank you for catching my live. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Do I ever drink? No, I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank in about 2 years. So no more alcohol for me. And that includes all alcohol. So like no wine. I never was a beer drinker, and no hard liquor. No wine coolers. None of that, y'all. No, I'm straight. I'm good on that. Now, if you had asked me 2 years ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, I just had a drink. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, you guys. We're talking about meal prepping. So what would you guys say is like the hardest part for y'all when it comes to meal prepping? Before I got on like my routine of meal prepping, the hardest thing for me would be just planning out what I wanted to eat. Like I just would be one of those people where it's just like, I don't know what I want to eat till it's time to eat it. And then it's too late because I'm starving and I have nothing ready. So now I'm going to Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean? So I could see how that could be a challenge if you struggle with that. You're pescatarian, you love it, gotta have fish and seafood. My mom is like that. She loves her seafood. I don't think she would ever be able to give it up, like ever. She is that person, like no matter where we would go to eat at a restaurant, she always orders seafood. It's like, this is a steakhouse. Like, what are you ordering lobsters at a steakhouse for? Like, she's one of those. Like, she is one of those. I never understood it. And I like certain things, like salmon. Yes, I like salmon. I never really liked shrimp anyways. Lobsters was cool, but I don't like to do all that work to get the meat out. Like having to hit the damn crab with the hammer and like try to peel it. I'm not doing all that. Who's doing that? Like, I hated that. I hated that. Hey, if it's on the menu, no. Certain places, I just feel like you should order based off of where you are. I always felt that way. Like if you're at, I don't know, I just feel like if you're at a steakhouse, like you should be eating like a steak. Like you should order a steak. I don't know, to each his own, but I just feel like you should order based off of where you are. Don't order something and then you complain about it because they didn't make it right. That's not their specialty. So why did you order it? You put in work. See, no, I'm not doing that. I never liked it. I never liked that. And there are like some experts with eating crabs. Like they're just like complete experts. I was not that person. I'm trying to chew it and I got shell in my mouth. No. No. I was never good at that. You love seafood? Nope. And I never ate crawfish or mussels or clams or squid. No. My meat. Nope. If the crab is small, then yeah, I don't like cracking it because there's hardly any shell in there. Yeah, any meat in the shell. I feel you, man. It's just too much work for me. It's just too much work for me. Good morning, TikTok. How are y'all feeling? So yes, I would struggle with like not knowing what I wanted to eat until it was time to eat. And then I'd be like, oh, I would love to go for this or go for that. But like we talked about, when it comes to time, because I know a lot of people struggle with finding time. We talked about how you can just kind of cook in the middle of doing other things and make it easier that way. You can make simple recipes. It doesn't have to be like all drawn out. Freeze stuff. People freeze a lot of stuff. You can make a whole bunch and then freeze some of it, pull it out in a couple of weeks. That's an option too. And just one thing that I found that really helped me is I follow a lot of vegan creators. So when I'm scrolling through my timeline or on my Explore page, I see lots of vegan recipes. Stuff that's quick, under 20 minutes. And I'll archive it. And so then when I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat, I can just go through my archives and see, okay, this looks good. Maybe I'll make this for the week. So start using like social to your benefit. Like it doesn't always have to be just pointless scrolling, right? Like just to watch funny videos. Like use it to find different meals and things that you would have never thought to make that's going to be really quick for you to cook. Okay? Because sometimes I just be running out of ideas. Like, I don't know. So people will make stuff and I'm like, oh, that looks really good. Let me try that. A lot of times they list out the ingredients real quick. I don't like to, listen, some weeks I love to cook and then some weeks I don't. It just really depends on the mood. So for those weeks where I'm just not feeling it, I love my 20-minute meals. Easy, quick, and to the point. King crab, like I have fun cracking the shells because there's so much meat in there. Small crab's a waste of time. And I love po'. I've never been to po' boys. I feel like if I really want to see results, I have to make time to meal prep. There's 24 hours. And yes, you are so right, Exotic. People, you guys, at the end of the day, you took the words right out of my mouth. I be trying to like find like the nice way to say it because I don't want to ruffling feathers. But you guys, we make time for what we want to make time for. Okay. I know we all have different responsibilities. I know some of us have kids. I don't have kids. I know some have kids, you know, we all have responsibilities and things. So we all don't have the same amount of time, but we all have time. Okay. So maybe instead of you spending that hour on social, going through your Explore page, just looking for stuff to stimulate you for a good laugh, you could use that hour to meal prep. Okay. So I want you guys to think about that. Think, plan, all the things. Especially like for those of y'all who say y'all want to work out but you don't have time. What I used to do years and years and years ago, I had an hour lunch break. I used to have a job where I had a whole hour. So I was fortunate enough to be able to go to the gym for 30 minutes. I would get a little sweat. I wouldn't get too sweaty now because I do gotta go back to work. But I would, you know what I'm saying? I would get a little movement in and change my shirt, had some wipes, change my shirt, and then go back to work. So I was able to squeeze that in there. All right. Sometimes I would go to the grocery store on my lunch break so that when I clocked out, I could just go home and cook. Okay. So sometimes we have to be creative with our time, but most of the time it can get done. It's just a matter of figuring out what do you want to sacrifice to get something else. Whatever you want something, you have to sacrifice something else. So if you want that dream body of yours, you're going to have to sacrifice the junk food, right? You're going to have to sacrifice pointless activities to get to exercising, right? It just is what it is. You got to give and take. There's a restaurant called Po' Boy. I don't think I ever had a Po' Boy though. What is it? I don't have kids either. That's why I'm always focused on my music. Yeah, see, I want kids eventually, but like right now, like I don't even see how. No. No. And all the women that I know have kids, they're like they clearly love their kids. Like they love their kids, but they be like, wait. They just be like, are you sure? You can take care of mine. Sometimes they be looking sleepy. I'm just like, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about that. Especially women who have like more than one. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all are some champions because I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are the real MVPs because I don't know how you do it. I have no idea how you do it. Oh my goodness. Hi, TikTok. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. How's it going? Hi, Insta. Do y'all have, yeah, Po' Boy is a Louisiana sandwich. Oh, okay. Because I know there's a restaurant, I think there's a restaurant called Po' Boy's. So that's what I thought you was talking about. Do you guys have any more questions? Anything you guys would like to add to the conversation? So today at the gym was back and biceps. Didn't hit abs today. Back and biceps. Tomorrow is legs. I got some fun things lined up. We're gonna hit some walking lunges, so I'm excited about that. Great way to kill the quads. Destroy the quads. That's the goal for tomorrow. Just completely destroy them. I want to be able to not walk by the time I'm leaving the gym tomorrow. I want my quads to be on fire. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Bright and early. You have fish, shrimp, to name a few. You have coleslaw. Okay. I don't even think I ever really liked coleslaw, to be honest. I don't think I like coleslaw. That wasn't something that I would be like, oh, let me get a side of coleslaw. No. That was never really my thing. All right, you guys, I am going to get off of here. I had fun talking to y'all this afternoon. Sorry for being fashionably late. Tomorrow, let's strive for 11:30 a.m. Eastern. 11:30 a.m. Eastern, okay? Hold me accountable. If I don't get on here at 11:30 and I'm late, make sure somebody calls me out and be like, what happened to 11:30? All right, you guys, I will see y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Meal prepping is on that video, which will be in 2.5 hours. So make sure y'all check that out. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, Instagram. Hi, Anton. I don't like coleslaw either, but can't really taste. Oh, okay. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for hanging out.